Okay. All right. So thank you guys for being on our call tonight. I'm going to try to keep this to like 35 minutes because we have our Jewel call at 9 o'clock. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a couple minutes in between. So Katie here is an ambassador on Living the Pink Life. She was one of our roommates at convention. She roomed with me and Melanie, and we had not met in person until we got to the airport Monday morning. And she's a sweetheart, and we love her to pieces. We wanted to kidnap her and bring her back to Massachusetts with us. But I asked her to be on our call because I wanted her to kind of share her experience as well. So Katie, Melanie, and Naomi are all going to share like their experiences being at convention. And then after their recap, we're going to talk about some training stuff because our big team call is a big convention recap as well. So, all right, Katie, take it away.
Hi, guys. Yes, my name is Katie. I am a silver ambassador with Plexus, and I went to convention, and it was incredible just to be sitting in that arena with 12,000 other people who have gotten the Plexus bug, who have totally fallen in love with the company that we all have. It was such an experience. They talked a lot about belief and how important it is. I mean, belief is important no matter what, but in this business, it is crucial. Your belief has to be unshakable. And they pointed out to 5 beliefs that is crucial of a Plexus ambassador, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, and then other fun little quotes that I thought were really important that I made notes of. But the first thing is you got to believe in the products. You have to be a product of the product. Because they work, and if you share that with others and they try the products and they find out that the products work, then they have kind of a better understanding of why we are the crazy Plexus people that we have become since starting. The second thing is believe in the company. Plexus and network marketing with Plexus, it's the way it could and should be done, but rarely is. We have such an opportunity here where even the most base rank can make some, this is going to rhyme, the most base rank can make serious bank. Like it's amazing. It really, really is. And another couple of fun beliefs is you got to believe in the compensation plan. The money and the bonuses are real. I didn't believe like that the opportunity was as real as it was until I got my silver bonus. And I thought, okay, here we go. I'm going for gold now. I'm building my team. I'm showing everybody that this is possible. And they're starting to believe too, which is really exciting. Obviously you want to believe in yourself, and that just makes everything that much more solid. And I'm going off of all of my notes here, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit haphazard and all over the place, but believe in yourself. If you guys have to write down affirmations, those have been huge for me. Every morning I say like 7 in a mantra. And it's important. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have those affirmations. And then the 5th and final thing is believe in your team. You're literally digging for gold. I have 8 ambassadors. It took me until ambassador number 8 to find someone who wants this opportunity as much as I do. So you're going to find people who want to share, who want the financial opportunity, but aren't going to go after it as hard as you might be. But the more people that you share it with and the more people that sign up, you're going to find that person who's like, I'm going to run with you. Here we go. And I just signed her up. Her name's Mara. She's fantastic. And I'm so excited for her. And now I'm going to breathe that belief that I feel in myself, and I'm going to breathe it into her. And we're going to get her successful as well. But yeah, your belief's got to be unshakable. Otherwise, like, what are you doing? But I've got other couple things here that, you're going to have the negativity. You're going to have negative people out there who believe that you're crazy, who believe that you're wasting your money, who are believing that you're wasting your time, who don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. And you have to understand that you have to remove them from the situation. they're not meant to be where you're at right now. They're just there. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're just there. So you have to ignore them. And then you have to have your stories too. So again, going back to you have to be a product of the product. People aren't buying that you're doing Plexus. They're buying why you're doing Plexus. They're buying the stories. They're buying what it's done for you. They're buying what experiences that you're having, because maybe they want them to. Either it's the financial side or it's the health side. I used to suffer from really bad head discomfort. My head hurt all the time, very bad. And since I've been sharing that with other people who I know suffer from the same thing, they're starting to find that, okay, I'm tired of taking medications. I'm tired of going to the doctor and wasting my time on something that's not being fixed. And now that they're seeing that I found relief, they want it too. So they're buying what you're doing, but why you're doing it. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a big why. And again, you got to believe, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Henry Ford is one of my favorite people, because that quote, speaks so much to belief, you can or you can't. You're right. But again, sorry that was kind of all over the place, but those are the little pieces that I see from convention.
No, that was awesome. And I agree 110% about belief. And, I think that going to convention and being surrounded with 12,000 other people that are like-minded does something to the belief that you have in this company and the compensation and these products. Like, I always did believe, but it just took it to another level. And it's kind of like indescribable. But it's really incredible. So thank you very much.
Welcome.
Naomi, do you want to go next, or Melanie? Either one of you? Melanie's muted. Naomi's not. So
I can go next.
Okay. All right. Take it away, Naomi.
Can you guys still see me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing it on my computer. I've never done it this way before. So.
Oh, okay. Yep. No, we can see you. You look very pretty tonight.
Thanks. So I didn't hear the beginning of Katie, so I apologize if I'm repeating anything. But I just wanted to kind of recap. I have like 3 bullet points that I wanted to go over. But first I want to say how incredible convention was. Sorry about my dog barking too. I was a court manager for another company, and I've attended many, many events like this, and I have never seen one that's like this. So first of all, for those of you that don't know, I'm a breastfeeding mother, so to hear that we had a room that was reserved just for that, I think that was amazing.
Yeah.
And they encourage people. There's so many baby wearing mamas there, and there's I saw a picture of the stroller park. I mean, I sat there one day and had lunch by that, and there was just so many other people there with that, and it was just really amazing for that. So, but again, I have pages and pages and pages of notes. But one of the things that I wanted to share about was Rita Davenport. So if you've never heard of her, which I hadn't before, but she is hilarious. And she's an award-winning keynote speaker, and she puts humor into her when she's teaching. And I remember her saying that she wears 2 watches, and she had one so she could see the time, and then she had a $50,000 watch, just because she can. So I guess she grew up poor, so that I think she's doing pretty good for herself now. But one of the things, a quote from her was, it costs you nothing to dream, but everything if you don't. So if you don't have a dream, I mean, everyone dream big, write it down, look at it every day, have, your board that talks about it, and, breaking it down into your goals and everything. Also, she had said that Plexus is a level playing field for all. So ask yourself, how bad do you want it? And we all know it's a numbers game, but the one who makes it to the top are the people that talk to you talk to the most people. It's really as simple as that. So the more people you talk to, obviously, the better chance you're going to have of converting them. Another thing that she had said that I really, really liked was, why are you afraid to share your business with everyone? Ask yourself that. What is it? What holds you back? You have to be courageous to get to the top. Do you think the diamonds just sat there and are well, I'm not going to talk about it with anyone. I'm just going to let them come to me. I don't think that's how it works. I know it's not how it works. So, and one last thing from her is say every day, and I heard Kate talking about positive affirmations, and this kind of goes with that, is I'm the greatest. So this is something Muhammad Ali said every day, and he became the greatest boxer that we've ever known. Second thing is I had the pleasure of hearing and actually meeting Sarah Marble, who, for those that don't know, she is a Diamond ambassador, and she is super, 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 super sweet. And does anyone know how long it took her to go silver? I think a lot of you guys are muted, but
I actually don't. I don't even know.
So I was surprised when she said 7 months.
Wow.
7 months to go silver. So anyone that feels, you know, I can't do this, don't give up. Don't give up. You keep going, you will get there. Just have to have belief and you will do it. My other point, I know Melanie's going to talk about that, so I'm going to skip over that one. And then, so the possibilities are endless for you and what you can achieve, but it's up to you to make that decision. So are you going to quit, or are you going to put the work in it and get to your end goal? And then, sorry, there we go. Lastly, on social media. So being active on social media is not an option if you want to grow. So there are 1.59 billion daily users on Facebook, and there's 400 million on Instagram. I don't remember the other ones, but those were the top 2 that they had talked about. So those are really where you want to be in promoting your business, and not just posting, because posting alone won't get you to the top. You have to reach out to people. And Rebecca had talked about, and she had said, if all you do is post and don't reach out, you're just a third-party validation when someone else reaches out to them. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to join them, because they're like, oh yeah, my friend so-and-so I heard about that, but tell me more, and they'll go with them. So magic happens offline, but online attracts them. And keep going silver over and over and over again until you reach your goal. So that's how you get to diamond. And I've heard a couple diamonds saying that is you just go silver over and over and over again. So those are, you know, some of my biggest, I mean, I have a ton of notes, but I want to keep it pretty short.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And when Sheila Medina said that at convention, you know, to just, you keep going silver until you reach your goal. Like you just can't stop, ever, really. And that's, I actually didn't know that about Sarah Marble, but that's really encouraging, because there are a lot of people that, you know, don't go silver right away, and they think that it means that they're not going to be successful, and that's not true at all. If you want it badly enough and you believe in it badly enough, you know, anybody can get there. It really is a level playing field. So those are great points. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Melanie?
I'm here.
Hello.
I didn't get on to switch. I was going to get back off and get back on again to be able to put my camera on it, and I didn't want to lose you. So
okay.
It was, and I, like Naomi, I spent 27 years in another direct selling company and have been going to conventions and conferences and area meetings, all that, the whole time. So just to kind of give you how much excitement I had. I mean, I'm one of these that when I get excited, I get tears in my eyes. I have goosebumps. I actually have goosebumps right now when it's hot up. But I texted my husband because we were up in the nosebleed section at the beginning, and I'm not used to that. And all the diamonds and all the jewels were down in the lower part. And I texted him and I said, this is the last year I'm going to be sitting up here because I want to go down below. And we all went down, all of us, all 4 of us, took pictures with the diamond little seat backs and whatnot to kind of keep in the back of our mind. So getting into some of the things, I took like both of them, a ton of notes. And I've been highlighting and going back. And but one of the things that Rita Davenport had said and a couple others have mentioned it too, is take the focus off you and care about people. So in other words, it's all in it for them. Build that relationship with people on Facebook, people you see. Start building the relationship, because then once you do, they're going to trust you enough that when you start working into the plexus part of it, they're going to want to join you. She also said, you have not because you ask not. So if you don't ask, they're not going to answer you, and they're just not going to join. So you've got to actually put it out there and ask them, because they may want to, but they may be afraid. Do what you want to do for a little while, so you can do what you want to do. Do what you don't want to do for a little while, so you can do what you want to do forever. So it might be a lot of work in the beginning, but it is so worth it once you get to that point where you're starting to earn that money. And one of the things on Helen McFadden, she had been actually one of the speakers at the Ambassador / Silver breakout that we went to. And she had said too that draw a line in the sand, and that impressed me only because we have a place up in Maine, and this weekend when I go up, I'm going to do this. I'm drawing that line in the sand. I'm going to trust the process, stay focused, and reach my goal. Again, I can't say enough about Sarah Marble. She was amazing. She kind of went over the success kit with us. And saying how, to really start with that the quick start guide, share your story. And she actually gave us different parts in the book, like in chapter 6, write your own elevator speech, how important it is. One that she had given us, which I thought was amazing, and it makes so much sense. If somebody says to you, so what do you do with Plexus? I provide people with the opportunity to improve their health and wealth. Which one do you want to hear about first? So you're actually going right back, asking them, so you don't just stop it there. Let's see. I think, Naomi, you skipped over this one, because I know we had a couple things that were the same.
Yeah, I skipped over what was duplicate. I think I did.
The one about asking about 20% of the people.
Yeah, I skipped that.
Yeah. They'll say no. Sorry, nope, don't want to listen. I don't want that. 20% is going to say, this is for me. I want in. Okay? And then 60% could go either way. So you want to put your focus on that 20% that want to do it, and the 60% that could go either way. And then the others, delete, kind of put them aside. But in the back of my mind, what I would do is, it might be no right now, but 6 months down the road or 3 months down the road, something in their life has changed, so they want to. Sarah also, one of the things, and now she's a diamond, but in the new success kit, she has those product cards, and she carries those with her everywhere. She says, I'm diamond, I know about it, but I pull them out of my pocketbook all the time and use those. So we shouldn't feel, especially as new people, new ambassadors, fairly new, afraid to use these. That's what they're made for, and that makes it look professional too. You've got something there to show. Be an active listener, listen to what people say, and one of the big things they said, don't puke Plexus. You don't want to just keep coming back and coming back. You want to do, and I think, Naomi, you touched a little bit about the internet part of it. They had said on that, as far as making sure you're posting at least 3 times a day, the best time was 8 a.m., 12 noon, and 8 p.m. And that it shouldn't all be about Plexus. Do a lot of that family reaching out, touching people that way, trying to do things about your life versus, and then throw the Plexus in on it. How much time do I have? Because I still got a lot.
Probably I guess 5 more minutes, because
Okay. Sheila Medina was one that I really liked listening to, and she was, keep it simple. establish that rapport with them and build that relationship. And then she says, start asking questions, listen for their why. What's important to them about family, occupation, recreation, dreams, because those are the things that you want to be able to have some conversations with them. And then you can share the benefits, and then make a connection to that why and those things of what Plexus can do for them. Answer their questions, of course, because they will have your cards with you, and then make the close. And one of the quotes that she had said that I wrote down, because I did a lot of that because I've been in network marketing a long time, but there's always things that really work for people. And if she's a diamond, I know it works. So those are the kind of things that I try to write down. Remember to use the words that people are already successful with. And then, you can tweak them to yourself. But she said, once she started going through that, she'll say, so far, what has impressed you about Plexus? What is it you like about it? If they say, oh, well, they'll come through. Sometimes somebody will say, well, I'm really busy. You could say, if you could find the time, could you see yourself enjoying this? So it's kind of putting it back to them. And then, I don't like to talk in a group, something like that. She says, do you enjoy the products enough to talk to just one person? Because you don't have to. It's just one person at a time. You can get yourself up to small groups, but do what's comfortable for you. And if they've got some concerns, what are some of the things that concern you? Let's make a list. Let's make a pro-con list. Because at that point, you can really make the pros bigger than the cons. And through this whole thing, listening to everybody, it's about staying positive. And just like they said, it's your belief. When you're in with 12,000 people, and there's that many people, I was just so amazed that with this company, and like I said, unlike the other one that I was with before, everybody is a team. It's one Plexus, one team. I don't care who I talk to, anywhere. Everybody was willing to help each other. It's not like, oh, no, I'm not on your team or whatever. Everybody helps everybody. And I think that's the part that I loved, and the part about the integrity, because I'm big on that. As far as I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize, and I know they've asked us to, with compliance and everything else. So to me, that's huge, is the company has integrity, and they kept saying, you know what, the board people and everybody would say, we're not going to do anything unless it's right for the company and right for the ambassadors, which to me is huge. They're in it for us. They're not going anywhere. So I'm just amazed. I was amazed at everything. I came home just so pumped up and so excited to get out there and share with everybody, because I truly believe, even being very dedicated to the other company, I truly believe this is the way to go. Their beliefs are just so awesome. So, and I don't want to take up too much more time, but it was just amazing being with everybody, and the positive with everybody. So it was, if you get the chance to go to anything, you gotta be with people and hear what everybody has to say, and the testimonies and everything else. Some of them had us in tears. So.
Mm-hmm. I know. I feel like I went from laughing hysterically to crying hysterically, and then a whole range of emotions in between. It really was just a life-changing experience. I think all of us that were there, can attest that it really changed the way we look at our businesses, and kind of, came back feeling so pumped up and energized and excited about things we wanted to put into place to really help our businesses grow. And I don't want to take up too much more time, because I know our next call starts in 20 minutes or so. But I had put together a spreadsheet. I'm going to post it on our team page, but it's basically a going gold roadmap. Because I think that one of the things that we kind of struggled with, myself personally, when I say I say we, meaning me, when I first started was I didn't understand the importance of adding wholesale ambassadors. I had people join my team right away, and I did go silver in my first month, but I was consistently carrying over 1,000 PV every single month, which was great for my paychecks, but it really wasn't helping me advance. And as much as I wanted, a big paycheck right now, my ultimate goal is to be a jewel. So the only way that you're going to get there is by adding ambassadors to your team, whether they are wholesale ambassadors or whether they want to work the business. And one of the things they talked about in our breakout session was you don't know what someone's going to be. Like, you don't know if someone's going to join your team as a wholesale ambassador and 6 months from now want to work the business and be a rock star. So you kind of have to just present it to everybody and give people the opportunity to decide what they want to do with it. Yep, and I have 10 more minutes. Okay, perfect. So I kind of came up with this roadmap. Like, if you were to go silver every single month, like as a wholesale, as just by yourself working your business, how long would it take you to get to gold, and what your monthly paychecks would look like each month? So you can kind of get an idea for how much money you can make your third month in, your fourth month. One of the things I thought was really interesting was they said that most people get to gold by themselves, by growing a very wide team. And then most people get to senior gold with just one strong leg. So that kind of really opened my eyes a little bit. And had I focused on wholesale ambassadors back when I first started, I would have gone gold 2 or 3 months sooner than I did. And going gold is when you really start to make, $1,000, $1,500 a month. That's money that's life-changing money for a lot of people. And it kind of just puts you closer to like making that real crazy money that we all want to get to. So I did put together something. I'm going to post it on our team page. But also the other thing that they talked about, which I know we've all heard this before, but it's the 5-3-1, 5 new people a day, 3 follow-ups, training 1 person. And this is not something that I have done consistently every single day since I started. And as of yesterday, I'm changing that, and I'm going to do it every single day. And anybody that wants to do this challenge with me, I'm going to do an accountability group, like a side Facebook chat, just to kind of check in with each other. Did you talk to your 5 people? What messages are you sending? What responses are you getting? Kind of just like bounce ideas off of each other. And I kind of want to take it like month by month. So I'm going to do like an accountability challenge for the rest of June. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. My weekends, I really am trying to make them family time and, work my business less. So 25 people a week, 15 follow-ups. So I'm going to start doing that. Anybody that wants to join, you can just comment on the post in our team page and let me know, and I'll add you to our chat group, and we'll see if that helps. But I think that doing those activities every single day is what's going to push us all to the next level, which is making the money that we want to be making, and really growing our teams and growing our business. So I will leave it with that. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off or anything? You guys have to unmute yourselves if you do, or just shake your heads no, because I can see most of you. Okay. All right. So if you guys get a chance to jump on our 9 o'clock call, there are 6 of us that are going to be sharing our experiences from convention as well. And that one's going to be a short call. It's going to be 30 minutes. So hopefully we will see you guys in a few minutes. And I guess I'll post all that info on our team page. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.